Oh, boy, this is all about having fun. Thanks for listening to us. Home Wizards here. I'm Cindy Dole with my buddy there, Eric Steller.
Hey, hi, guys. How are you?
And we'd love to improve your home and improve your life for a special edition as we're coming to you in part live from the International Builders Show in Orlando. And Eric is working on a TV show, so he's joining us from our L.A. studio. What's the latest on the show, Eric?
You know, I'm just excited because we're remodeling people's homes that really deserve and need it. Some of the most unattractive, atrocious, hideous things I've ever seen transformed into beauty. Pretty much like how we treat, in the building industry, we remodel, we make them better. That's what we're doing.
And that's going to be coming up on TV.
It's going to be on A&E, and I think it'll be in May. That's when we'll start.
Oh, good. Can't wait. All right. Well, in the meantime, we're talking about all this stuff right here and right now. And the Builder Show is all about finding the new little products, the new and big things, the innovations to make your space better and smarter. And with me is a guy who's been in this industry with a company that's been around for, 100 years or so?
105 years.
105 years, the Leviton company. And when we think of Leviton, you think of lighting controls and switches and so forth, but it's so much more. Peter Klineman is with me. So, Peter, explain, I didn't know the history about the Leviton company, about a guy, Mr. Leviton, who was 19 years old, and he kind of went head-to-head with Thomas Edison.
Well, he didn't go head-to-head with him. I don't mean to correct you.
It was a grudge match.
It was
like
a fight.
the origin of the WWF.
No.
Isadore Leviton actually had a little push cart on Houston Street, and he was selling brass mantle tips. New York was lit by natural gas, and people would put these little brass mantle tips on the end of tubes and light them, and there was basically flames that lit your apartment. At the same time, Edison was in a battle with the DC versus AC power, alternating current won out, and Edison came out with his first light bulb, or electric lamp as he called it, and Isadore Leviton built the first screw-in lamp holder for his bulb, and within 10 or 15 years they were virtually in every home in America. So, and they actually used the same gas infrastructure where the tubes of gas came in. They actually stopped at one point sending gas through them and put electric wires through them and screwed in lamp holders in the end.
I love that story. And I love how it's still a family-owned company.
It's still
to this
100% family-owned. Many of the family members actually, work in different business units that we have right in our Melville, New York facility. And right, we're a global company now, but we are 100% family-owned. That's our culture. Mm-hmm. And we believe in helping families, building smart communities, seeing what our energy management products can do to make schools better, businesses, offices, homes.
Mm-hmm. So what was the big thing? What was the thing there were several things that you brought to this show?
I think one of the most exciting things we're showing at the show is our universal dimmer. And this is one dimmer which reads whatever load is on there, whether it's an LED bulb, a CFL bulb, an incandescent bulb, and it gives smooth dimming action to that bulb with literally no programming. It's a smart switch that that understands it, so you won't have to. If it's a dimmable bulb, this dimmer will do it.
And it looks good, too. I mean, Eric, you should see it. It actually made the LED light look more attractive.
You can go on Leviton.com and see it. We have full demos and, all kinds of literature that you can read about it. It's available nationwide.
So wait, in other words, this is the one where you'll tap the switch and then the light dims slowly, just like a theatrical dimming.
Right now we have them in two versions. They're basically slide dimmers. You just slide it up and down, and the light goes up and down correspondingly.
Can I just say that your device enabled me to have 3 children? You know why?
Very much.
Because I dim those lights, baby. Thank you for that.
You also have not only the dimmer switches, but other lighting control systems. You're talking about how you want to make communities smarter and homes smarter. So what is it that you're doing that's going to make us just feel like we're not only saving energy, but it's easier for us this year?
So we have a full line of wireless switches as well, Visia RF that works on a radio frequency. It's Z-Wave compatible. There are 100 or so manufacturers that all are Z-Wave compatible, so it works with
your iPhone,
with Schlage locks, with different integration. So you can wirelessly control any of the lights in your house. You can preset it for different scenes. So you can, choose a scene for all lights on. You can choose romantic setting for
For Eric.
For Eric's comment before. You can even control the lights in your home when you're in New York and your home is in California. You can make lights go on and off, make your garage door go up. You can actually make it look like someone is living there.
Right.
You can monitor cameras over an internet feeds. You could see what's going on in your house remotely. That's all through,
this Z-Wave thing, huh?
Yes, through our Vizia RF system.
So we would go to a website, and is that how it works?
Yes.
You'd go to a website, and then once you're like a member, or you pay some fee of some kind, or how do you?
Well, there's really no fee. It's an open web protocol.
Okay.
So you could see if your babysitter is, rating the icebox, or if too much of the current is being used in rooms that are unoccupied.
I'm going to need your personal phone number. I got to wire my house with you. Thank you.
Listen, I'm in marketing. I can't set up the product. We also have electric vehicle chargers. We've been selected by Ford and Toyota as their official manufacturer of their electric vehicle chargers. So, and we think that's a huge step toward our quote unquote building smart communities. We have a whole solar solution that we're showing at our booth.
And what is that? What's the solar solution?
It's basically a best of breed solar plan where we work with the utilities and the homeowners to create, the right solar solution.
For you.
Yes.
I got it.
Tailor-made for the homeowner.
Well, there's so many, as I've been walking around this trade show, Eric, and for those of you listening, you start to see that there are many different applications for a smart home. How many do you really need? Is it just one, or do you need two? Or it starts to get a little confusing to me.
I don't think smartness has any top end.
Okay.
I think we can,
You can't be too smart.
They're building net zero hotels. They're building net zero homes, really, that take the carbon footprint and almost go net neutral with it. So
I want to go back to the one point that you made, and I know it's amazing where you can actually create scenes. So if you have a dinner party setting in your ambient lighting, or you have a workload setting for your kitchen when you cook, or again monitoring when you're not home. These are security systems that can occur through your program, and then also just creating the ambiance, which is unbelievable when you think about it. Instead of having to manually do it, it's got all these different looks. I just think that's a great idea.
Yeah, essentially, if you have lighting in a great room or in an open area where you have a living room, dining room, and kitchen together, and you have lighting levels that you like, you can simply lock that in and go to, scene 1. That's all lights on for cleanup. Scene 2, that's, living room lit and the hallway and everything else dimmed down. If you have movie night and you want, your under counter lights to be dim so that the kitchen is visible yet everything else off, you can simply program it in.
So now all of a sudden we're Steven Spielberg, for goodness sakes.
A little bit.
But we're also saving money, it sounds like, because once you are programming it, it becomes a routine,
yes.
Right? Now, can we install all these things ourselves, these systems?
We recommend that a Vizia certified installer obviously do it.
Okay. Yeah, because it's too complex.
Always recommend that a licensed certified electrician do any of these installs.
Yeah. And what's new on the horizon? How can you top this year? What are you guys looking at? What are some of the things that you think we want from Leviton?
There's so much. We would need a 2-hour show.
Yeah.
We're looking at smart meters where you can see the actual usage of energy in any area of your home. For commercial and for residential applications, you'll be able to know, hey, I'm looking at my bill, and no one was here in these 3 rooms or in the basement this whole weekend.
What happened?
Why was so much power being used? So the first step towards really controlling energy is being able to see the usage of it. And so our line of smart meters, I think, is going to be, a tremendous step to helping there in, commercial applications and residential.
So we're so smart that our head is just expanding, right?
If you can see the activity that's going on, that's the first step to being able to control it.
Love it. Eric, it's fun talking to
It's amazing.
This guy.
Yeah, I love the lighting, too.
And the website is Leviton.com?
Leviton.com, Leviton.com.
Thanks to that guy who created it all back in 1900.
Isadore Leviton.
Good old Isadore.
Yes, 1905, I believe.
How great. Thank you so much,
Thank
Peter
you very
Klineman.
much.
All right,
Peter,
when we come back, we're going to talk about what's new in the world of plumbing. And I know that you, Eric, have installed a lot of shower adjustments or showers overall. Wait till you hear about this project that is doable in an hour to give you that rainforest experience instantly. Are you up for that?
Oh, really?
You ready for this?
I can't wait.
We'll find out what's new. It's all about the latest and greatest at the Builder Show in Orlando. My buddy Eric Stromer joining me live from the studio in Los Angeles. I'm here in Orlando, Florida. And we're back in a moment here on Home Wizards on KFWB News Talk 980.